Hello and welcome to the video. Today we will be talking about how to clean your scalp with witch hazel. Before we begin, we'd like to ask that you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. It really helps us out. Please also consider following us on Instagram. Now let's get into it. I am a 90s girl. Belle Biv DeVoe, brandy, black lip liner and a ton of eyeliner. Call it my version of a goth phase, but I experimented with makeup a lot back then. Even though I didn't have a clue what I was doing with makeup, I knew to have a bottle of witch hazel and some cotton balls on deck as my toner, pimple corrector and cleaning agent. Since that time, technology and new discoveries have brought about much sophistication when it comes to beauty products. So much so that sometimes the good old stuff gets shoved to the back of the cabinet. Cleaning your scalp without actually washing your hair is one of those hacks that we need for those times we're pressed for time but still want a fresh scalp. This hack is especially convenient when you're wearing twists, individual braids, crochet braids or cornrows, or even loose natural or relaxed hair. Use this method to avoid flakes, an itchy scalp and build up until your next full wash. First things first, what is it? It would be beneficial to know just what witch hazel is and what makes it ideal for scalp cleaning. Witch hazel is a plant. The leaves, bark and twigs of a plant are generally used to make medicine, and its properties make for one of the best natural astringents around. When you take it by mouth, the distilled version of the plant known as witch hazel water can be used to treat diarrhea, colds and fever, just to name a few. You can also apply it directly to the skin for its cooling and detoxifying properties, or to soothe any sort of skin injury or insect bite. As with most other things, you must expect that there are some manufacturing differences between brands. Some companies might choose to add preservatives, alcohol or other ingredients to enhance a product, but for the most part, witch hazel is an all-natural extract, great for cleansing, skin repair and fighting bacteria. I can't go any further without saying, please consult a physician before you decide to use witch hazel by mouth. I am not a doctor, and even if I were, I am not your doctor, so take everything I say with a pinch of salt, okay? Moving swiftly on. What you will need for scalp cleaning. Now that we know what's in it, we can start the process of cleaning your scalp. The first step is to gather your tools. Here's what you will need. Number 1, witch hazel. The brand itself does not matter. The ingredients are more important here. Now, even though we mostly preach against the use of alcohol in hair products, alcohol in this case will help break down the oils and build up on your scalp to allow you to get rid of them. So, if you find a brand of witch hazel that contains alcohol, don't worry, it'll work great on your scalp, but so too will alcohol-free witch hazel. Number 2, cotton balls or cotton rounds. Again, choose the best brand for you, but make sure your rounds are sturdy enough to withstand gentle rubbing while full of moisture. You don't want to have little white fibers stuck in your hair after all is said and done. Number 3, a squirt bottle. Find an old bottle with a squirt nozzle that you're not using and make sure it's completely clean. This will be used to soak the cotton round with the witch hazel. This might be optional for some. Squirting, however, is a little easier and more precise than pouring. Number 4, hair clips. You will need hair clips to keep your hair separated and organized while you clean. How to use witch hazel to clean your scalp. To begin with, pour the witch hazel into your squirt bottle, estimating how much you think you will need, and then set it aside. It's important to organize your hair before you start so that you don't miss any areas. So at this point, separate the hair into small workable sections and clip away any sections you're not working on. Pick a section that works best for you. We recommend starting from the nape and working your way up so that you can keep track of what area you have already cleaned. Squirt or pour some witch hazel onto the cotton round, trying not to get too much on it to avoid soaking your hair at the roots. Separate each section of hair and rub the cotton on the scalp, cleaning it thoroughly, moving through each area of your scalp methodically. It's a lot easier to follow your part lines if you're in braids or twists, but if not, just ensure that you're getting the entire scalp. After you're done cleaning, it might be a good idea to finish things off with a little oil, if you're that way inclined. I'm not big on applying oil to my scalp as it causes itching for me, but if you find it helpful, then go ahead and apply some. Remember to avoid oils on your scalp altogether if you suffer from a flaky scalp condition. To find out more about how to combat seborrheic dermatitis, click the tab above or the link in the description. Please note that this technique does not take the place of a full shampoo and deep conditioning session in your normal regimen, and should only be used as a last resort when you want to extend the time between washes by a week or two. You will still have to ensure that your hair is well moisturized in order to retain length. A few other uses for witch hazel. I thought it might be interesting to include a few other uses of witch hazel in case you're planning to become a bit of a superfan of the stuff. To soothe razor burn. You know those annoying little bumps that come up after a shave sometimes, caused by a dull razor? Well, witch hazel can heal things up for you, and it reduces the inflammation pretty quickly. For babies' bottoms. Baby suffering from diaper rash? Apply a little witch hazel to the area, healing up that little bump in no time. For temporary relief of varicose veins. Get a few rags soaked with witch hazel and apply them directly to the affected area. This provides temporary pain relief from the constriction of the veins. To make your own deodorant. Yes, if you're into the idea of giving up the chemical-laden antiperspirant deodorants available in stores, then just mix up a batch of your own. Here's a simple recipe. Ingredients: a quarter cup of high-proof vodka, 2 teaspoons of witch hazel, 2 teaspoons of distilled white vinegar, a few drops of essential oils for fragrance. Add all the ingredients into a glass bottle with a spray attachment and shake the bottle to combine. Bear in mind that this recipe creates a deodorant and not an antiperspirant, so it won't stop you from sweating. It will just stop the sweat odour. Now hurry up, rummage through your cabinet and fish out your bottle of witch hazel. Be sure to check for an expiration date because you're about to get a whole lot of use out of this bottle of clear liquid. That's it. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment letting us know what you thought. Will you be trying witch hazel? As always, all the best in your hair journey.